All right, Joe Theismann is joining us here at training camp in Richmond. Joe, let's talk about this quarterback situation. Everybody wants to know what's going on with this. Everybody's competing, and have you ever been in that situation? And how do you think the Redskins should deal with it?
I think, first of all, every day you step on the football field, you're competing.
Okay.
And I think the Redskins are managing a situation very well. You have a young quarterback who's learning professional football, learning the system, learning the verbiage. You have a quarterback that you acquired in Case Keenum who's still understanding and processing the information that needs to be had. And then you have Colt McCoy, who's coming back off of an injury, who basically knows the system very well. So each one has to continue to learn and get better at what they do and be more cohesive at the position when it comes to being able to understand who's around you, what the receivers are like, what the cadences are, how does it sound in the helmet, being able to get the plays out. It's almost like learning a new language. I mean, when you really stop and think about the memorization that goes into being a play caller, not only do you have to get it out, but you have to understand what you're talking about. And that's Dwayne's biggest challenge right now, is being able to comprehend all that.
And get the players to follow him.
Well,
right?
yeah, I mean players will
you
follow.
Got to be a leader. Right?
He's a natural leader.
Okay.
So I mean that's the least of the situation, and you only get to people to follow you by your actions, not by your words. You don't have to verbalize it and say I'm this, I'm that, do this, do that. You get out. There's ways to handle people. I say it's like having 10 children. You know, if anybody has multiple children, you don't talk to the kids the same way. Each child is different. Picture 10 of them in a huddle. Offensive lineman misses a block.
That is a
How
good point.
do you talk to that one? Maybe that's one you can say, come on, get it right. Maybe the next one gets a little more sensitive, so you say, you know, you have to do a better job.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to learn the personalities that are in that huddle.
Yeah. Do you see different strengths of each one of those guys?
Well, I think all of them throw the ball well. All of them are accurate. Dwayne has inexperience going against him. But all of the other stuff you like.
Yeah.
He's smart,
Strong
he's
arm,
intelligent,
right?
strong arm. He works hard at his trade, he studies hard. Case is still getting more comfortable with the system. Colt, like I say, is comfortable with the system and gets the ball out of his hands maybe a little bit quicker than the other two guys because he's seen it a lot more. But they're fairly close.
Yeah. And how important is it for them to connect with the other players, like the receivers and the offensive line even? People don't talk about that, but maybe even the center.
Well, you know, you're in the shotgun a lot, and Chase Roulier stepped in, did a terrific job for us last year. Expect him to be the guy this year again. That's where Colt has a little bit of an advantage because he's been around these guys. They know him. Case has done, I think, a wonderful job working the locker room, getting the guys to get to know him. And Dwayne's just sort of taking his time. He's doing it the right way. You know, when you're a young guy in this game, you can't come in with guns blazing. You can't come in and ask and demand things. You come in, you observe, you listen, you look, and you get better at what you do. And eventually your opportunity comes, and then you have to seize it.
Do you get a chance to talk to these quarterbacks?
I do. I do. I like every one of them.
Okay.
I've known Colt for a number of years. Case, I happen to see Case. We play in some golf tournaments together, so I get to spend a little time with him. And I've spent a fair amount of time with Dwayne, just in conversation. I really like the young man.
All right. And some other things that you're doing. You spoke of golf. You're doing some other things in the community, in the area?
Right. I got involved with a company called Medliminal, and they're located in Manassas, is one of their offices. Another one is down here in Richmond, and what they do is they take your hospital bills, take your doctor's bills, and they examine them for you. I guess you could call them a watchdog. And they take a look at the bills and see if you're being charged appropriately and properly for the services that have been rendered, and what exactly might be the situation. Maybe you're having to pay too much, but it's an opportunity to be able to go to our website, which is medliminal.com, medliminal.com, and check it out, make some inquiries, and see if maybe we can help you.
All right. Thanks, man. And are you going to get out there and throw some passes?
Absolutely not.
Because you look pretty good.
Absolutely not. There's three things that have to happen. Number one, if nobody hits me,
Okay.
I don't have to throw or run, then I can play.
Yeah.
I don't think those three things are going to happen,
All right.
or any of the
They
three.
don't hit as much as they used to when you played anyway.
Baloney. Thanks.
All right.
Take
Joe
care.
Theismann on Sideline Report.